You.
Really great. All right, so guys, this is our Avini Vibes call, and it is wow, it's April 4th, guys, 2024. And Christine, just so you all know, Christine is with Doug Dickey tonight, and her crew from New York will be with them. They're doing an event, and I'm hoping it's going wonderfully. And so we're going to do something a little different tonight, and that is the people that are here tonight, we'd like to hear how long you've been a distributor, how who shared it with you, and what do you love? What do you love about Avini Health? And then we're going to have our special guest, Marcy, come and inspire us all. Okay. All right. So, and a disclaimer, we make no medical claims here. We believe that a healthier body fixes itself. Okay. So, yeah, a cleaner, healthier body fixes itself. So, anyway, inside of that, I want to ask anybody want to raise your hand and share about your being a distributor, how long you've been one, who shared it with you, and and have you thanked them? Because that's a big deal. Have you thanked them for sharing Avini Health with you? And then what do you love about Avini Health? We've all been here for a while, so I'm sure there's a lot we can share. And you can share anything you want. Okay, Bill, you have your hand up. Go ahead.
Well, I want to thank Carol for turning me on to Cell Defender. I took it, I think originally back around the 30th, the end of June of last year. And within an hour, I was just buzzing around the house and all this energy and brain fog lifted and clarity. And I'm like, oh my Lord, what is all of this? So I called her and I said, what's going on with this cell with this cell defender? And I just took the bottle of antidepressants and threw them away in the kitchen garbage can. And then the next day, I became a distributor because I just was so um, jazzed, enrolled in the possibility of this product. I mean, it was really quite amazing. And the antidepressants were making me nauseated and lethargy. And so I thank you so much, Carol, for turning me on to Cell Defender. And what do I like about being a distributor? Well, I enjoy sharing. Just really enjoy sharing and the sense of camaraderie with the community, um, having the Zoom meeting calls, with people that are interested in the products. I know Christine Sims over in Miami is having great success with her health and her daughter's health too. Um, just, I don't know, it really is remarkable. So, when you have a good thing, you got to go with it.
Yep.
I love it.
Right.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you. And I got your acknowledgement, and I'm so happy that you are part of my team. I love having enthusiasts on my team, and you are one. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All right. Who else would like to share?
I'll share.
Awesome. Yeah. Ed, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I have to thank Kyle Helm, for sharing this with me. And I had a little bit of a background. And I want to also thank my guest Joseph, who's on the call tonight. Joseph and I met at a networking event, and we've been talking on the phone quite a bit. And it's amazing to me his understanding and knowledge of the need for what we have. Um, Basically, I understood the concept and and that everybody has to clean their body because 100% of disease is environmental toxins and tied to environmental toxins and heavy metals. And no other company on the planet has an activated micronized zeolite like we do. They don't have it. And so the comfort for me in knowing that my body is being cleansed every day is huge. But the first time I took it, it was clarity, it was energy, it was, feeling good every day. And I took the whole gamut of what we have because everything works synergistically together. And so for me, it was the fact that I know that everybody needs this, and my heart is into the sharing of this, and people don't know about this, and we, as I'm privileged to be with a company that has something that nobody else on the planet has,
Mm.
and trying to just have the knowledge and the understanding to be able to share with them what it is that I have that I know they need. And we say in the business, Joseph, I think I may have shared this with you, my buddy, womb to the tomb. I mean, it's womb to the tomb. Pregnant women to 100-year-old people who are just trying to have quality of life. So
Mm.
the security blanket for me is always knowing that every day I put in my body an army that is fighting anything that tries to get in to mess with me.
Beautiful, really beautiful. Thank you, Ed.
You're
And
welcome.
Ed, thank you for sharing with my person, Christine Rolando,
Oh,
because
you're welcome.
oh my
Absolutely.
goodness, it's changed my life, really and truly changed my life. So thank you
Amen.
for being somebody that loves to share because you shared it with Christine and then she shared it with me. So thank you
And
so much. Yeah.
you're welcome.
Who else
Amen.
wants to share?
I'll share.
Okay, I'd love to hear from you. Go ahead.
I'm Pat, and we are Canadian, and we joined when our friend Logan Rowe introduced this to us. And she did that because she knew that I had been diagnosed with bad cells. And so when I clarified with my naturopath these products and he approved, I switched. And we continued with these products for it's over a year. It was a year in December 27th, I think was our first order. And last year when we went home, my CAT scan showed no bad cells.
Mm.
So that's really exciting for me. And I love Avini people. I just love being with people to think the way I think, because I think we're thinking right. And we're thinking.
Yeah.
So we travel quite a bit. So we have many different destinations. So it's really interesting planning for our next order in hopes that it gets to the right location in time for our need. Anyway, it's been a game and we're loving it. And we hope we can get settled down somewhat to do more business.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Okay, Alan, come share.
Well, you all know I'm very bashful and shy about sharing anything, so I'll try to do my best. I uh, I was Ed Kwaski's first call, he said. So I'm just a few hours older than he is in this program, and I don't want to call it a business. It's a program. I um I just love, like so many of you have already said, I love who we are, what we're doing, why we're doing it. But I actually started in January of last year, and what brought me to Avini and why did I choose to make the choice? And actually, I made the choice to join before Ed even asked me to, as he was telling me about what the products were and what they did. I went into his back office and I found the link to sign up, and I did. While he was still trying to get me to understand what he was doing, I'd already done it. I asked him a question. I said, "What do these?" I read something from the screen, and he said, "I don't know what are you talking about?" I said, "Well, I just want to know what these words mean." It's something I did not understand on the sign up process. You in my back office? I said, "Yeah, I am. I'm trying to sign up here." So And it was a happy moment for him and me both. But why? Why do I want to do this? The timing was perfect for us because my wife, Barbara, we've been married now a little over 55 years. We're junior high school sweethearts. And she's still my precious lady. And she's sickly right now, but she's getting better. That'll come in a minute. But she had just been diagnosed a few days before that with third stage renal failure. And Mr. Kowalski told me that it could help people that were having kidney problems. So that was the key that opened the lock to my door that will help me travel down this pathway for the rest of my days. So, so the need is great. Barbara's just one. There are people everywhere, and I've shared it with lots of them, and some of them are getting just really fabulous, dramatic results from what we just tell them about. I don't find the need to sell it. In fact, I'll share this with you because it's just our intimate little group here. I do not like the word distributor in our program because it intones the idea that we have to distribute something. The company really, I don't think, wants us to distribute it. They want us to share it. So I like the word become a wholesale customer because that's what attracted me, and it got me really actively involved, was the fact that I was going to use this stuff in my wife as well, and we could get it for a far less price than the retail price. So when people ask me about it and they become interested, I ask them, would you rather pay the wholesale price or the retail price? Well, I'd rather do wholesale. Okay, well, that makes it easier. So we share that information with them. Our duty is only to tell people about it.
I'm on a conference call.
Our duty
Sorry.
is to tell it, not share it.
Go ahead.
Share it, not sell it. Is what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. Tell it, not sell it. Okay, there you go. Finally got that out right. So it's our duty. That's what we're responsible for doing, is to help other people. And that's what my goal is to help others. The money will happen. I make a little money here and there, and it's good. But the idea is helping the people. And I'm willing to help other people, whether they're in my group, whether I make a penny or not. It's good to do that. And I love the stories of people who are actually getting helped through what we're doing here. So the other thing, and the final thing for me, is our products work. They actually do. We have stories about that everywhere. Everybody has a story. I told the story last week about my daughter-in-law who came into their home, and she was holding her hand out in a protective way because her thumb was hurting. She had just come from the doctor's office, and he had done nothing to help her. So I said, well, how about let me fix that for you? And she said, oh, no. She thought I was going to grab her thumb and stretch it, or something like that. And she didn't want it touched. I said, if you'll allow me, what I'll do, and I showed her the little bottle, a little 2-ounce gel is what I use. And I took the 2-ounce gel bottle and I put about maybe 3 drops on the backside of her thumb, the outside of the thumb there. And I held her hand in mine, and with my index finger, I gently rubbed it. I didn't massage it. I didn't try to penetrate real hard. I just simply distributed it in the area. And while I'm doing this, I'm talking with her. I said, look at the clock. In 2 minutes, you're going to start feeling the result. I said, that's a promise. And in about 2 minutes' time, she said, I feel it already. Maybe a little less than 2 minutes. And she said, I feel the difference. I like the fact that it's odorless, it's colorless, it does what we ask it to do. And I cautioned her. I said, this is not a curative thing, but it will keep you out of pain. So take the rest of this bottle, use it as you need to, and we'll have some more when you need it. So that's my story. I'll stick to it.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you for sharing. I love hearing how people are told about this and what they've learned about it and what it's done for them and the people they're sharing it with. So yeah, I love knowing what's going on in Avini. All right. And does anybody else? How about Hannah? Hannah, do you want to share?
Sure. Well, I'm Hannah Stringer, and I live in Salem, Massachusetts, about 18 miles north of Boston, right in the biotech pharma area. And Avini has been such a personal journey for me. It's more about, there has not been any pressure on me. I have been a wholesale customer. I realized before it was even Avini that this was something very special. And I kept following and following it until it became Avini Health, and have been one of the biggest wholesale customers, learning about the product, sharing it, but I haven't been heard because a lot of the people here in this area really believe they're doctors. So through my heart, I just really realized, Hannah, you're 74 going on 75. You're going to live a long time. I was just at a girls' school that I went to. They just had a reunion in Boston, and there were girls that graduated last year to 2003, and then Hannah, 1967.
Good girl.
Okay, and I showed up in the rain, bad weather, and I told them, I read my report card, my last report card. Congratulations, Hannah. Patience and perseverance. You did it. You graduated, and you are going to be a success. And I know that, and I'm holding on to it. And I am at the point now that I just love this time in my life, because I can no longer sit on the sidelines. And so I am actively, after right now, getting ready, because I've told it to Doug Dickey, Doug, you have to come to this area. I'm ready for you to come. We're going to put this area on the map. So it's personal development. We are the Avini family. And this has been the most beautiful way to age younger.
I love that.
And it brings me tears at times, because I know I will be a success. And I also have to say, because of my health, and I almost died last year, and it was Avini that really helped, because I had blood clots, but my body was ready to take on those blood clots. So I got myself to the hospital. They put me on heparin. They said, you're very lucky you got here when you did, because you would have died. But I was out of the hospital within 36 hours of walking into the ER. And 18 days later, I flew out for the Avini March Summit last year.
Really great. Really great.
So now I look at my body, the veins that I didn't have any veins circulating in my left foot. My body is just, it's coming along with me with this personal growth that we're just about to explode. And I look forward to being on this journey with everybody.
Wow. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love this. Okay. Anybody else want to share? Anybody? Okay. Well, I'm going to share why I am an enthusiast and why I'm a product of the product for Avini Health. Guys, I'm an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur for 30 years. 30 years. And I run a program called YEA, Young Entrepreneurs Alliance, which is actually a global coaching entrepreneurship program. And guys, if you're an entrepreneur, you have to have your health to be able to be an entrepreneur. So I got very ill last year, and I had bad cells on my shoulder, and I had 2 surgeries. The first one, they didn't get it all, so they went back. Well, I was in a bad place, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to deliver my course to 39 countries. And I was very, very concerned. And after the surgery, I don't do pain pills. So after the surgery, I really and truly just took myself off of cell phones, off of computers. Nobody could reach me. And Christine got through to me and she said, Carol, I don't know what this is going to do for you, but I know it's going to do something. And guys, taking Cell Defender 4 days, and I did the Marcy dose, Marcy. I did a dropper full every hour, the waking hour. In 4 days, I was running up and down the stairs. I couldn't even get to the bathroom by myself at one point. So I was running up and down the stairs. I was feeding myself. I was like, okay, Christine, what is this? And at 69, I didn't want another business. Honestly, I was like, I don't need another business. But I couldn't not be in this business because this product I knew was going to support my entrepreneur students in their health. And I was like, this is a marriage. This is a marriage. And guys, I share it with everyone because I know probably if they don't hear it from me, they aren't hearing it because there are very few people out there yet as Avini distributors, wholesalers. And I took on that I'm going to be the one to educate people and let them know about it. And I share it with so it has made such a difference in my life. I have the most energy I've ever had. I feel the best in my body I've felt in a very, very long time. And I'm about to go and get my blood test. So I'm going to let you guys know because I didn't have one since my surgeries last year. So I'm going to go and get my blood test and see how I'm doing. But I passed with flying colors as far as my vitals and everything. They said, for you being almost 70 years old, they couldn't believe it. So that's why I love Avini. And I love the Avini family because we are all like-minded. We are all like-minded and we all have a mission. And I want to be a part of that kind of family for the rest of my life. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Christine.
Amen.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else want to share? Anybody? And then we're going to bring Marcy on. And Marcy's going to inspire us to jump mountains in sharing these products with everyone. Okay. Once, twice, anybody else want to share anything? Okay, so Marcy, it's your turn to come and share with us and inspire us. Oh, you're muted, Marcy.
Too bad I wasn't muted when Dave called, huh? I'm sorry about that. Anyway, it's one of the great things in life is to have more than one fantastic thing to do, So if I'm on your call or I'm on another call and the phone rings, I think, oh, wow, another great thing, right? So there was another great thing that popped up and I put my info out that I was busy, but sometimes you don't know who's going to call, so you can't say who's not. Here's what I love. I love our company. I love it passionately. What's my first step? What was my first step? I took a lot of first steps before Avini became Avini. And I love that every step I took was a learning experience. I tell you all the time that I went to the university of everywhere else, right? Just like when you went to college or you went to high school, you took your knocks, you learned the things you were supposed to learn. Some of the things rolled off your back and some of the things didn't. Everything that happened before now was simply to prepare me for all the great things that are happening today. That's a powerful thing. So I want you to experience just 1/10 of the great things that I get to experience. That's my wish.
Thank you. Thank you.
I want you to have Ellen's in your life. I want you to be, Ed has Ellen, and Ellen was the first person Ed called because Ed knew Ellen would do this because Ed was calling. And what do I tell you? Call the first person, get your first yes. Your first yes will drive all the other yeses that come after. Because if your first person you talk to is a no, you could get discouraged. I'm having a cup of hydration. I call it my cuppa. And on this cup, it says, never give up, never give up, never give up. You're always looking for the next person. And if you're not, it's because you didn't let the things roll off your back that you should have and could have, right? So we're not remaking ourselves in our 60s and 70s. What we're doing is our products are remaking us, that's for sure. And aren't we blessed to have that? I don't exactly know where you want me to go, because I'm in this company, I'm in this life by choice. I chose to be here. I chose to survive when I was told I couldn't. I believe we are how we think. So I want you to think that you are incredible. You're undefeatable. It's impossible for you to hear no. I was in my first network, and I walked up on stage, and one of the leaders in that network had called me up to speak. And she had asked me to give a talk, right? And then as I walk up there, she said, Marcy, before you start talking, I have a question for you. And she said, what do you do when they say no? And I looked, here's all these people. I think there were about 1,500 people in the audience, and they're all looking at me, waiting for my answer. And my answer is the same today as it was then. I'm sorry, I don't hear no. I have never heard no. What I hear is, tell me more. I didn't get it. Show me again. But I don't hear no. I never hear no. I hear people say yes all day, every day. They say yes to the products. They even say yes to the business. Do you know why? Because I don't hesitate to tell people what they're worth. And guess how we can measure our own worth? By the number of people we help, right? We measure our worth by the number of people we help, but we do get a paycheck that's about other things. And I tell you, if I showed you, if somebody says to you, you know, they change the comp plans, these companies, that stuff, it's never perfect. Oh, you know what? You're living in the land of perfect, but you don't have to be perfect to do what we do. Isn't that great? Imagine a compensation plan that the conversation you can have with people is simple. The conversation is, well, we pay people 12%. Do you know anybody who's making 12% when they first start a business? Absolutely not. Well, we'll start you at 12%. And when you get good and healthy, we'll take that we'll start at 12%, we'll go to 11%, and all the way up through where you're earning a check that will replace the income you're earning right now, we'll pay you 10%. Are you happy? Would you be excited about that? Could you get excited about making a difference for other people, and we reward you with a concept that's strong enough to safely predict, no matter what, that we'll pay you 10%. Okay. By the way, I went past that myself in this company, and I'm grateful. But it's kind of an interesting thing. When you're looking at our compensation plan, I don't have to do a whole lot more than somebody that's getting paid 10%, but I get paid 6.5% or more, a little more than that actually at my rank, but at the rank that I've earned because I've helped other people earn their rank. Now, rank only is about measuring your steps. Remember that old game, that Mario game? Mario would take 3 steps and then he'd do a spin at the top of the stairs and run to the next challenge. That's where we are. That's what we should do. We should think about every step we take up the ladder to success is that there's a platform on the top. Gives you time to do a spin, take a run at it, and get a bonus for being there. That's what we have. If you're interested in something and a way of sharing with people that it's a fun presentation, let me tell you, who are the first 3 people that will say yes just because you ask? And can we talk to them today?
Mhm.
Now is the answer. Now is always the best time to talk to somebody. Now is always the first best time. Is there another time? Probably, but let's see if now won't work. And next is all you're looking for. Next is who you're looking for next. Your 100 name lists and all of those things have no value to me. I want to see 21 names on your ABC contest list. Why do I want to see that? Because I know if you do 21 ABC presentations with somebody who already knows about the products and the opportunity and can do your presentations for you until you've heard it 21 times, and you can go do it yourself 1,000,000 times, right? That's success. How do we get success in this company? We follow the leader until we become it. We follow the leader until we become it. Find the things you like about some leader, whether it's the person beside you, running along beside you, not on your team, or someone that's right above you on your team or several levels above you on your team. We'll run with you. We'll run with you. We'll even carry you some of the way. But what we know is if you're listening, you're learning. If you're hearing, that means if you're hearing the messages that we're sharing with the people that you bring, you win because you can carry that message and it becomes a conversation instead of something that's just hard to do. It's something you can't help but do. So passionate on purpose, that's what we do every single day. I don't know how much time you want me to take, honey, so I give you that.
More. You have more.
Oh, okay. So what I love is when people say I don't tell people about the compensation plan, I say, well, it's just a conversation. And I know sometimes we work on the products, we talk about the products. Nobody's more passionate about the products than I am. Products saved my life. They've helped me save the lives of other people. They've helped me challenge people to get back in the fight. Sometimes we get to people whose minds have already left the arena. They're not in the battle anymore. They're not willing to even try and fight. So sometimes I will say to that person as I'm doing the conversation about this incredible product is my #1 favorite product, Cell Defender, of course. But I have all the products. I'm so thrilled with our new packet of hydration. Yay, 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 yay. Right now we can pocket size carry it to everyone. My tip for the day the other day was, and I'll share it with you again, this product, when you order it, you need to make a note on your order. Ordered for samples. Now it's 100% deductible in your business because you are a business, it's 100% deductible. You need to write on any order you make that you might be giving away. Maybe you order 5 bottles of Cell Defender and you sell them with people you meet or you give them away. These are your samples. If that's what you're doing, these are your samples. You give them at a discounted price that you don't earn any money off of them. You are simply sharing the product, right? That's 100% deductible. Your auto ship should be, and you can have more than one auto ship, but the amount that for personal use, people get caught up in this tax thing and they don't realize that they can, in fact, deduct everything but your personal use purchase. So that means if you bought some extra product and you're helping people, you're doing a booth, you're doing that, you understand that's a business expense. Your personal use is not. Be sure you declare it on your orders. There's a place for notes on your orders. If you don't have it on your orders, go back, print your orders and handwrite them on there and date it. And then it becomes a legal receipt for the IRS. So we play this game. We're running all the time. I'm giving you business things. Why? Because it's important. It's important. You're not afraid. I hate when people say, "Oh, I don't want to do a business. I just don't want to deal with the IRS." Okay, good. Let that happen this way, right? Everything you need for the IRS is in your back office. So once a year, print out the things and you're done. Give them to your tax person and they figure it out for you. Gee, that was hard. By the way, did you cash those checks every month? Good for you. Good for you. If we reward you, please cash the check. You're worthy It's worth it. And we couldn't do it without you. So we're happy to reward you. Whether you're just referring people to someone, right? When we say we love members, we do love members. Alan, I love members too. What I love is that when people say to me, well, how much is the membership? I say, doesn't cost you anything, right? And by the way, renewal doesn't cost you anything either. At some point, it may have to, because we give away great things. We hand out, we make such a great price difference on kits and so forth. And we give people this book, so that they can get started. They have in their hands tools, right? The minute they get their products, they've got products and tools. That's important. So many companies got away from giving people tools. I'm a tool lady. I believe that I'm old school. I think if you're with somebody, being able to hand them, I keep extra of these and I hand them to the person when they sign up if they're with me. If they're not with me, I say, this is the tool you're going to get in your kit. When you get it, open it front to back. Everything you need to know is in there. The information about going to our favorite little place where it tells you where you are in the business and how to get to the next step. All of those things are in that book. If they never crack it open, they'll probably never do the business. They'll probably never help more than 1 or 2 people. They'll help the people that you encourage them to help by saying your mother, your sister, your brother, right? But what we want them to do is open it up and see the world of Avini. Because that's what we have. Immeasurable success available to anyone and everyone. We have a textbook. We have a letter by letter explanation for how to use that tool and every other tool. And we have an incredible job site. You know what a job site is? It's your AviniHealthTraining.com. And that was just a gift from Rich Cotter. He started doing it when he joined, and bless his heart, he has worked at it diligently every day. Some people have helped by doing things for him, and that's wonderful. We're so grateful. But what that is on the job training. Every time you need to learn a little something, you can go to that site, and whatever it is you're looking for is there. Learn how to figure out how to get there. It was brilliant. Every time I do a call, I learn something from other people. I love that. I think that's what doctors do. Doctors are always learning. They just didn't have more than 2 weeks on nutritionals. So it's what they don't know that could kill us, right? So what we have to do when we're helping a doctor to understand what we have is give him something that he can go and look at, like our white paper, or go look at and see that the science is there, the information is there. And we don't have to be him to do what he does, help people, but we can help him help more people by what he learns at the University of Avini. So I ask you, take a step back in, get excited tonight, just be absolutely unstoppable. My favorite thing is I say the only reason for my success is that I have an unshakable belief. I'm absolutely armor plated and bulletproof. No one can say something to me that I can't. If I can't answer, I will get an answer. But if I can't answer it, it's because it's something I've never had asked of me before, right? Because if somebody's asked me at one time, I still have it up there. I just have to file through and find it, right? Give me a minute, I'll get there. And what I love is that I'm able to do that because of these products. Isn't that crazy? I can look back, somebody will ask me about a particular thing that's wrong with somebody. And I think for a minute, and then I can usually pull their first name and where we met and what was wrong. But you don't have to do that because it's in all of the testimonies for the last couple of years. And some of my old ones are in there. Some of the people that I've worked with for years are still with us, still having great testimonies and still sharing with other people. So we try to cover it all. And I believe that we are blessed and blessing, get blessings every day. So be a blessing to somebody, share the information. Don't be afraid. You can't get it wrong. There's no such thing as wrong. There's just, I'll get more, right? There's no, It's just they need something else. Figure out what's missing and get it to them. Ask them what they need to see to say yes.
Yeah.
Have you thought about it? Simplest question in the world. And I say, hello, how are you? That's a start a conversation. Anybody else ever say, how are you? Did you mean it? Be sure and let them know. This time you mean it. What I mean is, how are you really? Because I literally have products that could make a difference in your life, absolutely change your life. If you've got 15 minutes for me to share it with you. How about that? Are we where we need to be?
I love that. Yeah, we have about 2 minutes left because we usually end around 8:15 to 8:30. So perfect. Does anybody have any
Anybody
questions?
have any questions?
Marcy?
I will take questions if that would help.
Yeah. Yeah, Bill, you have your hand up. Do you have a question?
I don't have a question, but I have a comment, which I think is very valid.
Okay.
I really I'm really moved, Marcy, by your stand. And I'm present to really how much these products, Cell Defender primarily, saved your life. And I'm also really moved by everyone's stand here on the Zoom meeting, that people have health, vitality, great health, great vitality.
Yeah.
And I'm really moved. So thank you.
Well, I'm moved by you guys, as you can tell. This is my heart. This business is my heart and soul.
Yep.
Yeah, I totally got that.
Ed, yes, you have your hand up.
Yeah, not a question. Hey, Mars, just really a comment. I met Marcy in person in Dallas at the convention, and Marcy, your leadership and what you and Chip have done is huge, and your passion. And I always say motivation really is not the key, it's inspiration. And we get the inspiration, from understanding what we have, and that never goes away. And so, like when you talked about the comp plan, we get rank advancements and more money from blessing more people. And every blessing that we give to someone that they pass along, there's a story behind everyone who takes the Avini products. And those stories just mount and they mount and they mount. And that's what's so exciting is the phone calls that you get. Like I told my friend Joseph about the results of someone that maybe something as simple as my autistic child just said, daddy, which is everything to the mom, or, a reversal of something that was going on with someone. So, Marcy, I just want to thank you for everything you've done. I know you're nonstop, and so is Chip. And so we're very grateful that you're here with us and able to take some time with us tonight. Thank you.
Happy to. I'm happy to. Anytime you need me or want me, I try to be there. Whatever you need. If I'm not there, Chip's there. We try to cover as many bases as we can, but that doesn't mean you can't reach out and say, bring us something on this today. I'll reach into the bag and pull out whatever you need. I believe it's important. I think what makes a family company like this, I always say this is a family company. We do this business family style. We serve you. We put the plates on the table, and we want you to take what you need to survive and thrive and feed yourself. I don't want to shove anything down anybody's throat. We don't have to. What we have is so precious. It's so precious. We don't have to give it to people who don't get it, right? If you actually have somebody who says no, give them another chance, right? To understand what they found. It's that missing thing. It's the thing that didn't make the connection in their brain. So let somebody else give it a shot, to see if that connection is there. And if it's not, it's just because they're brain dead, not you. Right? So we seriously care about every single person. But I think it's important to realize that, sure, we don't expect everybody to do the business, but we expect everybody that wants to feel comfortable, that they have the support, that there's a table big enough for them to sit at and feel part of. And we keep expanding the table, and you bring us the people, we'll keep making the table big enough for everyone.
You know, Marcy, I
Amen.
would love to piggyback on that, what Ed said. It doesn't matter who you are. And the beautiful part about when you go to the summit, Marcy treats you like the rubies, the sapphires. And you are like the report card that I had from my headmistress. Patience and perseverance, and you are going to be a success. Chip has been egging me on, challenging me all the way to get up and do a talk or do something. It's helped me to get my voice where it is right now, to help me to put my thoughts in and help me to put my plan together as to why and how and so that it's just going to explode. And it all starts with having met all of you, including you, Dave and Pat and Rachel. And I don't think I see anybody else. And Carol, I know you. I just sat down with you.
I know.
And
But I
now
just
when you
have
get
to say
together, it's
thank you.
family.
Yes,
Yeah,
but you don't put any pressure. Nobody puts any pressure on anybody. And I mean, I've gotten a degree. I said last night, I've gotten a degree in biology and chemistry, and I know more than the doctors
yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
because of
You
Rick Deitch and
exposed to
all of
something
you.
they haven't seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to tell a little bit about Hannah, and I do pick on people. I started to
And
say
I
I
love
don't
to
pick
be
on.
picked on.
I started to say I don't pick on people, but that's not true. I pick on people in certain ways, and I only pick on people sometimes. If I say something to someone and I say, "Well, tell us about that," they might be surprised and not ready. Like that question I got on stage about what do you say about no, right? So here's Hannah. First of all, let me tell you a little bit of what I know about Hannah. Hannah's had a lovely career working in nature. She wore a shirt that buttoned down with a tie and a jacket for a number of years in the job she did prior
Did wear a
to.
tie.
Yeah, I know. So I want you to know, when I first met Hannah, the first thing I did, when I looked at Hannah, I saw that she was literally all those years bound by what she wore. She was bound by what she presented to the world was someone that was very professional, right? She knew her stuff, yes, and she was dressed for success in her topic, yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know the title that you wore, Hannah. Was it for it?
Airline sales manager,
Okay.
sales and
But
marketing.
See, I don't even know, but I knew I was seeing her in this uniform always. Anyway, so the first thing I did is take Hannah's tie away. And then I unbuttoned one button on her shirt. Now, she wasn't wearing a tie, but what I did is I tried to get Hannah to come out from behind that uniform and invited Hannah into conversations, because Hannah was like the bud on a flower that's so tight, it's probably going to fall off of that branch before it blooms, right? She was so ready to bloom. It's not funny. It's not funny. I mean, she was that bud that was just somebody noticed me, and not in a bad way, in a positive way.
I know what you're saying.
I mean, she wants to do this. She wants to do this. She wanted to do it from the first, but she has to be ready. And she has to do it her way. And she has to get to the place, because Hass is over. She had to get to the place where she could say to the world, I am Hannah Stringer, and I am an Avini Health counselor, and I can make a difference in your life. And now that she's there, look out.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
I love
Thank
that.
you.
Oh, I love that. Okay, Joseph, you had your hand up. Did you have a question or did you have something you wanted to share? Unmute. There you go.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's the conversation earlier is moved on, so I don't want to rehatch it again, but it's good.
Oh no, if there's something, if there's
there's-
something,
Yeah,
don't hesitate.
don't hesitate.
Okay. So
I can take it.
no, it's good. You're good. No, I just so just to encourage people, I'm really seriously thinking about being a distributor. A lot of reasons, but and I've been talking and about some things that we're going to be doing, but I really wanted to be a distributor. And but for the side note of that, what I'm saying, and I say this from a place of encouragement, for people who are, in your mind, because sometimes your brain get in the way when people say no, and it's just a given. It's just human nature. People say no because they're, don't understand what they see in front of them, or it's because of the fact that they, just don't understand. They will later.
Right.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, to be honest with you, just know that inner passion is inside of you. Like this young lady right here, that was speaking earlier. It's the passion that drives you to why you do what you do. It's not knowledge product. All that's very important. It's not about having like a schedule and how many people you're going to talk to and whatnot. All that's very important. It's the passion of what makes you get up.
Right. Being passionately on purpose is my favorite. That's my motto. If I can't do it passionately, I can't do it. It's not me.
Right. The enemy of people's souls are scared. The enemy is scared of you when you hit the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you are a threat in a good way. You're helping people.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
It's very important.
Joseph, we need you.
Yeah.
Not only do we want you, Joseph, we need you. We need people who get it. And the other thing is, I don't care how long it takes. I want you to know Hannah was a bud for a long time before she come to the table ready to deal with the conversation we just had. That doesn't make her less valuable. It makes her more valuable. It doesn't matter to me how long it takes for you to go to the wall and turn the light switch on, right? Turn it on at your time, but come in, because when you're looking at us from the inside out, I promise, in our company, in our family, from the inside out, you will not be turned away.
You will not.
Yes.
You will be excited, motivated, and guided. And if you're out there away from us, we shine our light on you, but then we have to move on. But if you're with us, you're getting parts of everything and everyone all the time. So we need you. And I ask you, do join.
Absolutely. You're in the best place you could be in.
Absolutely.
Best place.
Well, we're speaking from our hearts. We're not speaking from up here with ego. Everybody's speaking from their heart.
And that's from somebody who has to have every word perfect. That's how she used to be. That's how she, don't say that's not true. She
but that's
to know
what my
personal,
that's my personal development. That's where I've had to go through my own Hannah journey of life. And it's like going to college, and it's been the most, and you know what? I honored myself through this journey that I never gave in. I held my purpose for my self-worth. to be
And,
who I
and you were
am.
honored every step of the way because we recognize and realize
Yeah.
Oh,
that
bless you. Thank you.
we were not saying, Hannah, you have to do it today.
You
You have
do.
to go get those 10 people today. We were saying, Hannah, there's 10 people waiting for you.
Well, get the book A Higher Purpose by Robert Holden.
Yeah.
And I'm in the commencement chapter. And I read that. I have it on audio and I am just playing that and playing it.
Sure.
And
We are
because
who we think we are. We are how we think. When I tell people to take the product, I tell them to visualize what it's doing. I believe that Hannah took the vision and started making her armor. She started building her armor plate by plate by plate. Now, and nobody's going
I have
to
something.
tell Hannah she can't do what she does.
Yeah.
But if she'd have pushed herself when she wasn't ready, we might have lost Hannah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I won't pick on her anymore, but I'm not picking on her. I hope you all know that I'm lifting her up because
You're
I'm so
honoring
proud
me.
of her.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
You're honoring me and bless
It's really,
you all are you all are a part of my journey. You are a big part of this.
we are.
Yes, everyone.
Yeah, Joseph, what do you want to say?
Yes, and this is for everybody. But to really, Marcy, to be honest with you, I see a thing coming in this nation soon.
Yeah.
That it's going to be awakening
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
in a lot of areas, but especially in health.
Mm,
Mhm.
And I have a feeling that this is, you can call it whatever you want to call it, but I call it the red wave because it's redemption. People are going to get a second chance to get their health back where it needs to be.
mm.
And this is the vision that's been given to you, Marcy.
Yeah.
And so, run
And
with that
Joseph, I
passion.
don't disagree. I don't disagree. I
Totally.
agree. But here's
Right.
what I would like you to think about. We're all at various levels of
Mhm.
catastrophic events, right?
Yeah.
Some people believe one thing, some people believe it doesn't matter.
Right.
It's all about what's going to come at you. You need to have defense
That's
for.
correct. That's
This
right.
product is named cellular defense because it will help people at the cellular level. If I was
Mhm.
going up against the worst forces in the world and I knew it was happening,
Mhm.
I'd want to be prepared. And
Right.
I said Hannah has her armor, but I believe anybody who uses this product is
You.
bringing their body to balance and bringing armor in with them. And I tell people, I have lots of people who have extra food and all these things that they're storing up. And I say, but do you have what you need to survive, to thrive?
Mm.
Make the decision that you have what you need, because what you'll be facing, or what any of us face just tomorrow, you have to be able to take out the trash.
Yep.
And if you don't have the trash remover, you aren't going to be able to do battle with the bad guys that are coming.
I love that. The trash remover. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've used it a few times already because you shared it before.
Oh yeah. I'm the trash collector. I came for
Trash
yours today.
collector. I love that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thank you, Joseph. I hear you. I
Yeah.
hear your message. And I want you to know my message is good about that. I'm comfortable with that. I know what I feel. I know that things are coming, but I also feel like there's a level of preparedness that nobody can have if you don't tell them about these products. So
That's correct.
there aren't 10 people waiting for you. You know the people you need to be working with. And I tell you that Ed is ready. Ed will support and help you. We'll help you. Everybody will help you. But honestly, who's going to get to those people if you don't? The people that you can touch, I can't reach by myself. Carol can't reach by herself. Ed can't reach those people. You have a field of influence that only you can touch those people. And we need you to do that. We need you to know that we value, that's what you're bringing to the table. And we have what they need so that they can bring it to the table of others. I want you to know there's a company out there working with people who believe a lot of things, right? And they put their faith in a product that isn't this. And it's gone all around and really been picked up and passed around. They don't understand.
Yeah.
They're bringing a dirty trash can to the party and they've convinced people that it's going to do the job.
My people
I
suffer
tell you,
for lack
that's
of
not
knowledge.
this.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. People
Mhm.
people suffer for the lack of knowledge. That's correct.
Yes.
Yep. That's
So
right.
that's important. And it doesn't matter who it is. If I were talking to a Dr. Joseph, I'd tell him the same thing. He can influence people that he knows that I can't reach.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that the people that you're asking us to care about, we will. And the people that you already have concerns about that are in the world that you feel such an active draw to, you tell me something that would be more valuable than our product, if that's the case. Bring on all the worldly evils, all the things from the earth. We have God and we have this product. He gave us both.
Well, this is part of Gaia. This is Mother Nature.
Yeah,
Love it.
absolutely.
That's it. I mean, I'm trying to base everything around this picture.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the beginning of, this is the beginnings.
I carry that picture on everything I did for 19 years. It's still on my personal notebook, my information book,
Wow.
which is only about this thick and I can't carry it anymore.
Wow,
All right, guys, we better close or we'll be here all night.
I know. I really want to thank everyone tonight for sharing your story, sharing why you love Avini Health. And I really hope, Joseph, that you will be somebody that's going to love Avini Health the way we do, that you'll be out there sharing it. Nobody can stop you from sharing and educating people. We just need more and more people doing it. That's all. Guys,
Bring us, you're tired, you're weak, you're hungry, you're disheartened.
yeah,
We have hope for them.
yeah.
And give a call if you ever need to talk to somebody. That's somebody else. We're all.
Absolutely. And Marcy, thank you. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
bless you, Marcy.
Did you inspire us or what, guys? Raise your hands if you're leaving inspired. Yeah.
Look what the eclipse is bringing us.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's
Take out the old and bring it all new.
Thank you, Marcy. Thank you, everyone. And this was recorded, so it will go out to everyone. Okay. Thank you so much once again tonight. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye,
It's been
guys.
really real.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank you
Marcy.
for your time, guys.
Bye, everyone.
You saved my life.